Queen Elizabeth II passed away peacefully last Thursday at Balmoral at the age of 96. Brits and members of the royal family are now taking part in several key events as the nation enters its period of mourning. According to the Daily Mirror's royal editor Russell Myers, 1 million mourners are expected to queue to visit the Queen's coffin over the 4 days of lying in state. People who wish to pay their respects to Britain's longest-reigning monarch can visit the Palace of Westminster in London and join 24-hour lines from Wednesday at 5 p.m. They have until 6:30 a.m. on September 19, just hours before Her Majesty's funeral, to see the Queen's coffin. However, government and security officials are reportedly preparing for unprecedented engagement with the public, including enormous crowds. Just in, traditional. Queen's beekeeper breaks news of death to hives in unique superstition prepare for queues. Million mourners expected to visit Queen's coffin before funeral. Image, Getty. They have until 6:30 a.m. on September 19, just hours before the funeral, to see the Queen's coffin. Image, Getty. Visitors will need to go through airport-style security checks and are only permitted to bring one small bag with them. Step-free access will also be available, but mourners have been advised to consider leaving small children with relatives, given the expected queues. An official explained, "You will need to stand for many hours, possibly overnight, with very little opportunity to sit down as the queue will be continuously moving. Large crowds are expected, and there are likely to be delays on public transport and road closures around the area." Read more. Mother's wishes. Prince Andrew to join leading royals behind Queen Elizabeth's coffin. Scottish officials have also prepared for thousands of people to queue to see the coffin. Image, Getty. You should check ahead, plan accordingly and be prepared for long queues. The Queen, who celebrated her Platinum Jubilee earlier this year, will rest in her closed coffin on a raised platform, similarly to the Queen Mother in 2002. The Mirror has reported that each corner of the platform will be guarded around the clock by units from the Sovereign's Bodyguard, the Household Division, or Yeoman Warders of the Tower of London. Officials in Scotland have also prepared for thousands of people to queue to see the coffin while it lies in rest at St Giles Cathedral after spending the night at the Palace of Holyrood House. Don't miss, A Nation United in Our Grief. Crowds pay tribute to Queen Elizabeth II, inside Harry and Meghan's appearance overshadowed Queen's death, opinion King Charles declared monarch of Australia and New Zealand. Info Queen Elizabeth II will rest in her closed coffin on a raised platform. Image, Getty. Trending Queen Elizabeth II's state funeral will take place at Westminster Abbey on September 19 at 11 a.m. Image, Getty. The Royal Mile, which stretches from the Palace of Holyrood House to Edinburgh Castle, was filled with huge crowds in the Scottish capital yesterday as they waited for the arrival of the royal procession. Queen Elizabeth II's state funeral will take place at Westminster Abbey on September 19 at 11 a.m.